Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to explain the physique that women actually want. And let's be honest, that's why most of us go to the gym in the first place. That's what got me into it. But the truth is, girls don't want a guy who looks like this crazy bodybuilder who's loading up on steroids. No, that's not really the most attractive physique. The physique that is the most attractive is this lean, athletic, chiseled, strong, toned, Greek god looking physique, like a movie star. All right, but they don't want a dad bod. And that's where most guys end up. They go to the gym, they can build some muscle, but they also put on too much body fat. They chase PRs, they chase bulking. And women will sometimes say, like, oh yeah, I don't care. Dad bods are cool. This is cool. But it's fucking bullshit. All right. In my experience, I've been shredded, I've been bulked up, and from asking multiple girls and seeing what gets the most likes on my social media, it's always a shirtless picture where I'm lean, I have visible abs. When you take off your shirt in front of another girl, they will actually be very impressed if you have a visible six pack. If you take off your shirt and you have a big gut, they'll probably still like you and they'll say like, "Oh, you're cool. You look great the way you are." But they would be more attracted to you if you had a six pack. Now, not every girl is the same, but the hot girls, the fit girls, the gym girls are typically more attracted to fit guys. Maybe if you're talking to some fat girl, she'll prefer dad bods. She won't care. Don't even listen to girls who say we like dad bods because most of the time they're just saying that because they don't want to hurt a guy's feelings. Most girls, if they had a choice, same personality, same bank account, same everything, but one guy is fit and one guy is fat, they're choosing the fit guy every single time. And of course, your charisma, your personality, your confidence will actually matter a lot more if you want to get the most amount of girls. But building a physique will still give you a better advantage. And why would you not want a better advantage? Giving yourself a better chance with getting that dream girl you want. When you're in shape, it's 10 times easier to get the girls you want because they're more attracted to you, but because you have more confidence about yourself. When you like the way you look, when you view yourself as more of this high value, confident, jacked guy who can do more things and he gets after his goals, you're gonna be showing up better when you talk to those girls. And then those girls will see that. They'll be like, damn, he gets after his goals. He's really driven. He's not a lazy bum. He's actually disciplined, but at the same time, don't take it too far. Don't be the guy who only talks about the gym, who blasts gear, only eats chicken, rice, and broccoli. They're not gonna like that. They want you to still be able to enjoy fun times with them. Not a guy who's gonna be worrying about his macros all the time, weighing out a food scale, and being too autistic with the gym. And it's easy to do that. It's easy to take it too far with the gym. You just gotta have flexibility as you're developing your Greek god physique. Now, the physique you need to build that's going to be more aesthetic, more attractive to women is this V taper look. It's about having good proportions, not just overall size and mass, right? So focus on the shoulders, upper chest, chiseled abs, being lean. Typically 15% and under 10, 12% is really the sweet spot where you get lean, where your abs are showing, where you have bicep veins. That's where you're going to be really attractive. So one training split you could follow if you just have 4 days a week. This could be a push, pull, legs, shoulders, and arms. This could be push, pull, legs, full body. If you have 3 days a week, you could do full body 3 times a week. You could do 6 days push, pull, legs. You could do 5 days push, pull, legs, upper, lower, right? The main thing is that you're focusing on the muscle groups that are actually attractive and important, and that will make you look proportional and good. So, for instance, you don't want to spend too much time training your calves, training your legs. No, I'm trolling. Don't be the guy that skips legs because girls will find legs attractive as well. If you're overall balance, if you're athletic too, if you're a slow bodybuilder, you can't actually have good cardio when you're clapping her cheeks in the bedroom, she's also not going to like that. So you got to make sure you're overall balanced, not just looking wise, but cardio wise, physically fit, athletically fit. This means you should be doing compound movements, hitting multiple muscle groups at once, building your overall foundation. This means bench press, shoulder press, squats, deadlifts, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips. That will build you the foundation and a good frame. So start with your weakest muscle groups first. If chest is weak, start with chest. If your shoulders are lacking, you might want to start with a shoulder press earlier in your workout. you might want to spend more time doing lateral raises earlier in your workout and spreading that out throughout your split. When you have this smart approach with your training, that's when you make really good progress and you start to develop this Greek god physique. But of course, you could have the perfect training split and a terrible diet and you'll still look like shit. So to make sure that you can get lean and stay lean, you need to be in a calorie deficit, but nothing too intense. Start small with just a 200 calorie deficit, eating mainly whole foods. Of course, when you go on dates, you need to be able to enjoy yourself. You need to be able to go off your diet. You need to be able to have sweet treats here and there, have some flexibility. So to do that, plan ahead. Make sure you're eating less, make sure you're hitting your protein goal, but maybe having less carbs earlier in the day. Looking at the menu where you're gonna go to eat and not just overeating, but having, a sweet treat in moderation. One day, potentially, you could have higher calories, but the days after, maybe you go lower in calorie. The main thing that matters when it comes to getting lean is your weekly trend. Are you losing 1 to 2 pounds every single week? If you're not, you're eating a bit too much or you're not moving enough. If you're over 20% body fat, cut down. If you're 15% and under, you can bulk, but do a lean bulk, do a 200 calorie surplus. If you dial in with your nutrition, your training program, and you stay consistent, you can absolutely change your dating life in just a matter of months. You do that, you also start dressing better, getting a good haircut, grooming properly, smelling good. Bro, the women are going to be all over you. But it starts in the gym. It starts with developing your physique. You could have the best fashion, best grooming in the world, but if you're fat and you still have a gut, you're not going to be as good looking as the guy who's jacked with mediocre clothes. Because when you go to the beach and you take off your shirt, who do you think is going to get more looks? The jack guy. So make sure you're the jack guy. Remember, fitness is supposed to add to your lifestyle, not overconsume it. Make it adapt into your schedule. Don't overload it. 3 to 5 times a week, 1 hour is all you need. You have the time. You can start putting in the work. You can get more matches. And I'm telling you, you'll never want to go back. And that's one of the best parts about the gym. Going through it, making your transformation, and then actually getting compliments from girls saying, wow, you look so big now. Wow, you're really strong. You're repping out 225 on bench press. Like, damn, I didn't know you were that strong. Let's be honest, women don't actually care too much about your PRs, but still, they want a guy who's strong. And if you want more help developing your physique, fast tracking your progress, apply for coaching in the first link in the description. And if you have any other questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I appreciate the support, boys. Let's freaking go. Like, subscribe, peace.